What is going on, everybody? BrickBuilder here. Welcome back to Minecraft Vanilla Views, and today we are going to be adding a very cool build to the world. It's going to be a nice little build just to give a bit more atmosphere to this little spawn area that we've got. But we need to first get on over to where we're going to be building it, which is right over here. We have a very nice little location to work with, and we've been kind of sticking really like in this general vicinity, but I kind of want to do that for the first little bit here, just get this whole area kind of fortified down to what we like. But right over here is our building location. Now you're probably wondering what we're building, and we are going to be building a bandit cave down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up all these walls, get rid of all this diorite granite, and then we're going to dive right on into it. And the walls have been cleaned. Right here we got a little bit of this stuff, but we're not really going to worry about picking up, but we'll probably be able to grab it. So what I want to do to begin is we are going to be making this area, and it's going to need a crafting table. And I definitely don't want to lose my bow, but I'm not going to need it, so I'll probably throw some of the stuff in there. Yeah, throw the bow in there, and then we'll throw that stuff in there too. We're not going to likely need it. Now, I would like to make a chest very quickly, and we're going to start with something relatively basic here. I want to make a couple stairs right here, because I want to just hide the lighting right off the bat, just kind of get that situation figured out, because just as soon as we fix lighting, that's just one less thing to really worry about. And if we do lighting like that, it's pretty hard to see it for the most part. It definitely works, which is why I like it, because nobody's really going to notice it. You don't notice it too much, and that's kind of what we're going for. If we can go with, like, basically hidden lighting, I mean, I'm down for it. You know that works. There we go. Maybe in the roof could be a little bit weirder, but it definitely does work. And, I mean, nobody's really, like, actively looking there. So we should be good if we do something like that. But then we're also going to need just regular cobblestone, and I want to mix some cobble into the walls here, but we got to get these walls nice and smoothed up with all different textures and stuff, because if it's just stone, it's going to look very, very boring. And we got to make this bandit cave, which we're building, very detailed, because this is like a single build on its own that's got to look amazing. Just as you're passing by here, this needs to be like an object that people might gravitate towards and focus on for just a little bit. You know, this is just like another piece of the world, I guess, that like you can experience if you want to. It's just like a little scenery that will improve the overall feel of the world, which is what we're going for. This is just sort of like an add-on little small build, but it's going to be a good build, and I think a ton of these small builds around the world is really going to generate something new, and that's what's going to diversify this world from just the average, you know, Joe Schmo sort of vanilla survival world. So we got that so far. Do we have a bed in here? I believe we do. Yes, we got the purple one. Alright, cool. Let's just sleep right here. Get rid of this nighttime. But the lighting does look good. But I do know that I want to put a piece of lighting over here, just because I don't really trust no mobs will come in unless we do something like that. Now over here, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't really know how we're getting out and up of this place just yet, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So it doesn't look too bad, although there definitely are a couple spots, like for instance up here. No, I don't want to put more of that. I want to put this. Yes. The ceiling is oddly a lot of stone right now. We need to get more cobble into it. Because the cobble, it really does work, it really flows, and I think that, you know, just another texture to really break up this so smooth and kind of plain texture, throwing in a little bit more of a busy texture definitely works. So we do something like that, yes. I definitely like it. Next, we shall rip out the floor of here. I want to not rip out the floor entirely, so maybe I shouldn't do it the way I'm currently doing it, since I don't want to destroy the floor. But I do want to throw in some bits and pieces of like cobblestone towards the edges here, and same with the stone. I want to throw just kind of at the edges just to kind of give it that little bit of like, you know, the vibes of some of the stone is on the ground, and that's just kind of how it would be. Just works and makes a lot of sense in that case. Like we do something like this, not too much of it, and it shouldn't come out too far. But it should just be there as something that you do notice as well. Just like a little detail like that. We'll throw like one little piece there. I do think that's kind of as much as we want. Yeah, if we overdo it, it's not going to be good. And that's one of the key things is overdoing things in this build is what's going to wreck it. If you overdo something too much, it's going to look bad. Another light source there might look terrible. So I think what we'll do is we'll move this one. Yeah, there we go. Because I'd rather have the light source in that area. Yep. Now, we're going to need a bit of these thingies known as slabs. We're just gonna need a little bit, and then we're gonna throw some resources in here so we get some more inventory space. We're gonna need a bit of stairs as well, but probably not too many. 20 should be about enough, I would say, for now. But also, we might throw some stone brick into here to give some fortified areas. But what I want to do is over here, I want to say that this area here, I want to do something with this wall right here, because this wall here could definitely be used for something. So let's do that. No, not that one. That's the wrong block. If we do something like that, yes. Then I'm going to take some spruce wood. And we're going to be using lots of spruce in this build since, well, I wouldn't say a lot of it, but we're going to be using spruce as the main wood type, being as I think it's the most fitting for bandits and would be what they would actually use. I do want to throw some support beams in to, like, not there because there's the light source, but I want to throw these, like, support beams in here just to give the slight blending of the wood into the build, because we're going to need wood in this build for it to work. And actually, we could even get a little bit fancy with it and throw the cobblestone right behind it, like so. And then over here, we'll do, like, one of those. Yep, there we go. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted right there. Now, over here, just have that. We have a nice little wall here. Oh, we do have to remove that, though. Throw a cobblestone there. Yep, and we'll throw another cobble there. All right, definitely looking good so far. Then I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to plop down a bit of dark oak here. We're going to make a giant 8 chest. Not really a large amount, but it's still better than nothing. And we need to kind of find an area. Can we, like, dig into here? I think we can. Alright, because I do want to dig into, like, a little area here. Just kind of get this wall. I have an idea for it, so if we can make this little area here work. Yeah, this should be good. We don't need it too big of a room. We just need a little room in here, which we're going to say is, like, an outcropping in the actual cave. And then, you know, the bandits were smart enough to use this as sort of a natural area, I guess you could say, just kind of like an area to store some stuff. So, like, they would use, not these, they would use slabs. Of course, I didn't make any, so I gotta go back, use our crafting table again. We want some slabs underneath the chest. We're gonna want to do, like, one on the ground, throw slabs, do something like that, yes. And then maybe we could dig this back like a couple blocks or something, just to have a little bit of storage here, which we'll probably put some food in here off camera, just because if we have a little bit of food in here, that could probably be useful. So when we're traveling in the world, there's actual, like, a purpose to this build, besides aesthetics, which is definitely something that I do want to focus on at some points, having lots of builds that are useful, but at the same time, it's pretty fun to build builds that don't have a practical use. And then also, we're going to throw in the ceiling right here, the lighting, we'll do that. And that, alright. But now this doesn't look too natural. We gotta fix this. It doesn't look too natural. It looks kind of like we just dug it in there ourselves. So we need to really fix that, because if it doesn't look natural, it's gonna really crush the whole overall, like, theme of the build. Which is, you know, bandits, they came in, they found this area, and they sort of just converted it into their place. For everyone doesn't know, bandits are like back in the times where covered wagons would exist. Like, you know, somebody's going to the desert, and the bandits pop out and they start stealing things from the covered wagon. Now, we're not going to build any covered wagon. It's more of just like a, you know, I guess for show thing. Like, you just have to imagine there's a covered wagon, I guess, sort of thing. So, yeah, and let's do that. We're going to need some of those. And then I want a bit of slabs as well. So we got to make this look natural. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to bump that little outcropping there over one that we had. Then do something like that. And then maybe like that with something there. I don't know. Does that look natural? That sort of works. I mean, it's definitely not the greatest design ever, but I think we could fix it relatively easy by doing something like that. No, other way, because we have a cobble at the top, so we want to put that there and that there. Alright, does that work? It definitely does. I do like that quite a bit. It definitely works for what we're going for. So I like it. That works so far. And then let me get the bit of bones, and I'm going to make a little bit of bone meal. Not too much. Just a tad little bit. We don't want too much grass in here. We want it to be very selective. Not lots of it, but just a little bit, that it's another little detail inside here. Like, maybe like that. We gotta clear the grass around it, though. Although I do want a bit of grass over here. Maybe a tall grass there could work. Yep, I do like that. Throw a tall grass right there. Throw a tall grass there, tall grass there. We gotta get rid of all the flowers around here. They definitely wreck the overall theme. And I would like to eventually cover up this pond here, but I don't really think that's a top priority. So I probably won't ever cover it up, because there won't be much of a reason to. It just kind of like, I don't know, makes the world seem less natural, so I don't think we're going to really worry about it. Alright, so we do something like that. Now we got a bit of grass, so there the grass just adds a bit of like a nice little theme that I definitely like and support, you know, having something like that Now, for bed situation, we're not going to actually make any real beds, but we are going to not even worry about it. We're just going to go ahead and literally try something super basic here and see if this works. It might not. We might have to actually get some colored wool. But we could do, yeah, we're going to get some colored wool. Let's go. I'll head back to the house, get some colored wool, and get the other resources, and then I will be right back at you. Well, as we gather, we're heading right back over to the Bandit Cave. Now, I did realize something that I'm going to do is I was originally going to use carpet to make these beds, because I realized that would be kind of dumb, though, because I could actually use colored beds, because we are in 1.12. The snapshots are currently out, as you can see. We are definitely using those at the moment, and we could definitely use colored beds. So why are we going to use carpet when we could actually get some real functionality? Also, I did have this little, like, mound of dirt here. Doesn't look the most natural, but it definitely works for what we're looking for, and realistically, I don't think that's going to be a key focus anyway. Now, I'm not really sure what color we want. We're going to try cyan. We're going to try blue. We already have a purple. We could try green. We could try... Don't want to do red. Red's kind of normal. Yellow's too bright. Orange, maybe? I don't know. We'll try these colors and see if they work out. But I don't really know if they are going to. So if we want a bed there. The green blends in too much with the ground, I think. Okay, the blue definitely works. I like the blue. The blue is definitely not bad. So I mean, I could probably mix the cyan and the blue together if we really wanted to, couldn't I? I like that. I like it. And then right over here, I want just a tad bit of cobble slabbage right there, because I do want to start adding a little bit of slabs and stairs into the wall just to give a little bit more of a design in it. You know, even just add a little bit of depth and stuff like that could definitely help. So we just do little things with slabs and stairs, and it looks a whole lot better. I mean, just look at those little details we're adding that really impact it. Like right up there, that impacts so much. That does too, and then do something like that if we really wanted to, or we could do that even. That doesn't seem natural, but that works. All right, and maybe do something there, something like that. That looks good. I definitely like this little back wall here area we got. And then what we're gonna do is in here we're gonna take carpet, and we're gonna throw some carpet mix. We're gonna throw cyan down, but then also I want to throw a little bit of, there we go, like that, and like that right there. Just throw that there. Do that. Do that maybe. Yep, there we go. Nice little carpet inside of this little room that they have added. But that's gonna about do it for our Bandit Cave. I mean, I definitely like it. It looks pretty awesome in my opinion. I mean, you gotta love the Bandit Cave. It's gonna be just a nice little build. And there we go. We gotta pick up all this stuff, and let's check out what it looks like. Oh, we're definitely gonna want this ender chest. I don't really care for that though. And that though. So yeah, I mean, look at it. I definitely think it looks pretty good. Let's just gotta go from a distance. This is what you gotta do. Whenever you're trying to really experience a build, you gotta kind of like, you know, observe it. So like, you know, we're just casually wandering. We see some light, so it makes us interested. We go on down, we see a little bit of light there. We see some grass. You start walking in, you see the roof is nice. We didn't use any stone bricks, which I actually like. A little bit of wood, nice little beds, a little storage room. I definitely think this overall was a very good build. I actually really like it quite a bit. It turned out better than I was expecting it to. But yeah, that's our Bandit Cave in the Minecraft Vanilla View series. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like. If you're out on the channel, subscribe, follow my Twitter, and check out my Discord down below. But I will see you in yet another video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!